Hey guys, Nick here, back just to give you the German Grand Prix FP2 quick highlights so you can be informed all race weekend long. You've got Leclerc and Vettel switching for 1-2, so Leclerc comes in first. So let me actually flash up the leaders. So the top three, you've got Leclerc at a 113.449, then you've got Vettel plus 0.124, and then Hamilton plus 0.146, and the top 10 rounded out. I'll pop it up there on screen, and then I'll also put 11 through 20 so you can see it, just to make it easy on you. So you've got Leclerc first, Vettel, Hamilton, then you got Bottas, and then Verstappen shortly after. And the big news of today was actually Gasly. So we'll round out the rest of the 10. You've got Lance Stroll, so 2 racing points. Lance Stroll in 7th, Kimi in 8th, Nico Hulkenberg in 9th, and Sergio Perez in 10th. So 2 racing points, so that's good for the upgrades they bring in. They say they have more next race. And I'll drop these out and I'll go to some of these highlights. But the big story is the Gasly wreck. So Pierre did not need this right now, but I think this was something that it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. How he responds is going to make or break his entire career, and it doesn't look good. But if he can come back and race well tomorrow after this race, which I'll kind of show you right now. But Valtteri also, I kind of opened up this clip where I wanted to show you Valtteri was, he was getting out of line still too. He's running off track. Nothing, as he had a few on the first, in FP1 in the first practice session where he hit the wall even. So he came back and still he was kind of squirrely, but he still showed some resolve. I think Valtteri will have a decent race tomorrow. I think Lewis is obviously going to get the best of him. But when we look at the actual Gasly wreck, don't want to hide the lead here. So yeah, it looks like so that's a corner that he's going 130 miles per hour on average. So it's going quick. And by the time he actually catches it, the rear snaps out. By the time he catches it, it's going to overcorrect. And that's how he hit the wall. It's a pretty big wreck. We'll see tomorrow how quickly he can turn this around, but his team can get his car going again. But it's pretty bad, and I think psychologically it's going to be worse. You think about his winter testing when he wrecked, and it took him a while to come back. But I think this is one of those things that if Gasly can't respond to this and he can't get back in the cockpit and race well, I think this is going to be the one that this might be the one that actually cements his destiny as not being with Red Bull. So this is, silly seasons in play, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. That's not what this video is for. It's to give you an update. So again, you've got, so that was really the big news. You had a couple mechanical failures, a full total failure, Grosjean on the last lap. So I think he'll be fine, but he had a total failure. Carlos Sainz had a brake pedal failure. There's only 4 braking points on the whole track, so he got in fine. Everything's okay, but it looked like there's some mechanical stuff going on. And then Hockenberg actually had a really weird incident where he stalled out. Lando Norris pulled up behind him to do a racing. They were doing starts, and obviously there's the rules. You can't actually put it in reverse, so they had to push Lando back because he was stuck behind a stalled Hockenberg. So just some weird stuff going on. Tomorrow is going to be really interesting because it's going to rain. It's at this point, FP1, we were talking about it. It was, we weren't sure if it was going to rain. It's definitely going to rain in FP3 and likely quali. So be sure to check that out. But again, you got Leclerc, you've got Leclerc coming in first. You got Vettel just behind him, and then you've got Hamilton after him. So I'll flash those again. So you've got your top 3 here, and so it's tight. It's really tight, and with the rain, we'll see how they do. But I'll flash up 1 through 10 again. And 11 through 20. So it'll be a good race tomorrow. The weather will challenge the drivers, but Gasly, man, it's tough luck. You can't say anything other than driver error, and hopefully he can. You don't want to root or wish bad on anyone. So I think as long as he can recover, he's going to be in a good spot. But you gotta wonder if he's going to be able to do this. So Bottas looked a little better. Watch for him in FP3 to either have a good race, or I think he might make some mistakes. Gasly is going to be the big one. Can he come back and show some resolve, or is he going to, is he completely broken? He's struggled under the pressure so far, racing against Max and with the team and Honda. So let's see what he does. But those are the highlights. You've got your top threes up again last time. Flash them up. Vettel, you got Leclerc winning, Vettel second, and Hamilton closely behind. And tomorrow's going to be a big day and a very interesting one. And finally, the drivers will be very challenged. I don't think we've had much rain this entire calendar. So looking forward to it. And we'll see you guys again for FP3. I'll give you the quick rundown. And yeah, thanks for checking this out.